Hello YouTube, welcome to more trades. Today we're going to take a look at the charts, Bitcoin and the DXY, and probably the traditionals. Looking at the macro from 48k, I see us as making five waves down. At the moment, I was expecting wave 4 to bounce. We're at wave 4, the pink one, the macro. Wave 4, I was expecting a bounce to around 34k, but it hasn't happened yet. And then we continue to the downside, wave 5. In the micro, we have, in the small account, we completed the third wave. It was a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're in the fourth wave. So that's for my Elliott wave count. And I believe we have a fifth wave down, probably down to the 20k region, 22k. I had a target over here of the 23,481.72. That comes from a trend line that I drew from the top, the peak at 69k. Now let's go to Bitcoin Binance chart. This was a Bitcoin US dollar, Bitcoin USDT perpetual futures. I have a trend line drawn over here. What is Bitcoin's next move, possible next move? For that, I like looking at RSVVB, relative strength volatility variable bands. It tells me where is Bitcoin's in the sense of volatility. We're still at the bottom of the bands, but the bands are contracting, telling me there might be a move. Well, it hasn't contracted yet enough in my standards. I usually like to see the width of the band contracting to maybe, if I measure it with a measuring tool, this is still wide. On the in the 1 hour, I like to see it be at around 2%. Now it's around 6.4%. And ATR on the hourly, it's at 224. That is showing also the average true range between candle movements is decreasing, showing a contraction. Eventually, we get a big movement. Every time it contracts is followed by a big move. If you look over here, we got a nice contraction over here. It was followed by a nice pump to 40k. Nice tight contraction over here. We had a dump followed by a pump. So I'm expecting a movement. If I look at average true range and that other indicator, the RSVVB, it tells me that there is a movement coming soon. Now if I go on the 4 hourly and I look at the macro trend, the trend is still down. We can't get bullish until Bitcoin can break these levels of 38.5, 34, 35. I mean, if Bitcoin is going to 200k, entering at 48k isn't that bad. That would like give you confirmation that yeah, we are going up. But so far, looks like trend is down. If I go to the Bitcoin CME chart, why I think that even if we go up, it might be just to fill the gap. If we even get there, 34, 35k, you can see there's a gap here. But we also have another gap down here at around the 26 to 25k, which we already wicked down. We filled maybe more than half of it. And we have another gap over here, down here at around 19k. These gaps don't have to be filled. Some gaps are never filled, but it's just something to watch out for. Don't have just one bias of we're going up to the moon or it's a bull run and that's it. Price goes up and down. You should be able to trade both ways. And if you're a holder, then buying at 30k is a bargain. We were at 69k. Now for the shorter term, Bitcoin is still trading in this range. We have this range Bitcoin is trading in. if we take from here and we take the top, you can see that this range has been respected quite well. Let's move the line slightly here, and we bounced. See, we hit the top, came back down. We didn't touch the bottom, but we're at the middle of the range, trying to get above the middle of the range. One more thing to keep in mind is another indicator, the VPVR, that tells you where the concentration of volume is. If we look at the VPVR on the 1 hourly, we're at a point of, there's a gap in the volume. There's a chance for Bitcoin to get up there. But if we go on the 4 hourly and we look, we're kind of below strong volume or heavy volume, I would say. If we go to this other indicator, the fixed range volume profile, which does almost the same thing, and take the entire volume of this range that we started down here, which I would like to call the wave 4, and we look, we've been struggling to get above the point of control, and we're at the value area low. If we get support above 30,200 and are able later to break 31.4, then we could have a bit of blue skies all the way to 34, 35k. That's my opinion. It's not financial advice. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe.